Hello and welcome. Today, we're going to talk about one of the biggest challenges for English learners. You know the one, how to stop translating everything in your head and finally start actually thinking in English. Ready? Let's get into it.
So, does this sound familiar? You want to say something, but your brain goes through all these steps. First, you think of the sentence in your language, then you translate every word, and then you try to speak. It can feel like your brain is an old, slow computer. It's really frustrating, right? But hey, don't worry, because we have a really simple plan to fix this. First, we're going to look at why translating is the real problem. Then, I'll give you 3 super easy tips: using your inner monologue, feeding your brain the right kind of English, and speaking out loud. And at the end, we'll put it all together in a 15-minute daily plan you can start today.
Okay, so let's start with the main issue. That slow feeling, it is not your fault. It's just because your brain is doing double the work. It's constantly translating back and forth, and that takes up a lot of time and energy.
I love this slide because it's the perfect way to picture what's happening. Translating is like walking across a very long, very slow bridge to get your idea across. But thinking directly in English, well, that's like taking a fast, direct plane. Our goal today is to help you skip that bridge and get you on that plane. All right, let's jump into our very first tip. And this is something you can start doing right now. We're going to use your inner monologue, that little voice in your head, to start building a direct connection to English.
So what is an internal monologue? It's really simple. It's just the voice you use to talk to yourself inside your head. All you're going to do is start switching that voice to English. And don't worry, no one else can hear it. The key here is to use really simple sentences to just describe your world. So when you wake up, instead of just thinking about your bed in your own language, think the English sentence, "The bed is warm." Or you look in the mirror and think, "My hair is a mess." Making breakfast? The coffee smells good. See what you're doing? You're connecting things and feelings directly to English words. No translation necessary. Okay, on to our second tip. If you want to think in English, you have to feed your brain English. But here's the secret. It has to be easy English, something you can understand without too much effort. And this is the perfect way to think about it. Your English brain is like a brand new baby. A baby needs simple food, like milk. A big, difficult steak, like a fast Hollywood movie or a complicated news report, it's just too much. It's going to make your brain tired and frustrated. So what kind of milk should you be feeding your brain? Well, find easy stuff that you actually enjoy. This could be podcasts made for English learners, simple children's stories, or videos about your hobbies. So if you love football, find a simple video where someone just says, "He kicks the ball." It connects the action right to the English words. Easy. All right, this brings us to tip number 3. We've worked on thinking and we've worked on listening. So now it's time to speak. And the most important thing is to just use your voice, even if you're the only one there to hear it. Here is a super simple, low-pressure way to practice this. Before you go to sleep, just talk for 2 minutes. You can even talk to your pillow. Seriously, tell it about your day. Today was a good day. I went to work. I studied English. Your pillow is a fantastic listener, and I promise it will never correct your grammar. The goal here is just to get comfortable speaking, not to be perfect. So how do we put all of this together into a routine? Let's build a daily plan that takes almost no time at all, but will give you some really big results. And you know what? You don't need to study for hours. Just 15 minutes of focused practice every day is enough to start changing how your brain works. The most important part, though, is consistency. A little bit every single day makes a huge difference. So here it is, your simple daily plan. First, just try to think in simple English sentences as you go about your day. Second, spend a few minutes listening to or watching some easy English that you find fun. And third, at the end of the day, spend just 2 minutes speaking out loud. That's it. And finally, maybe the most important reminder of all, please be kind to yourself. Learning a new skill, especially a new way to think, takes time. You are going to make mistakes. We all do, and that is completely okay. When it happens, don't get frustrated. Just take a breath, maybe even smile, and tell yourself, "Oops, try again." So let's wrap this up. The journey to thinking in English begins with one small step. So how about we take that step together, right now? Just look around you. What is one thing you see? Try to describe it in a simple English sentence in the comments below. Something like, "I see a blue pen," or "My desk is brown." Ready to start training your brain? You can do this.